Hey there, YouTube pipe community. This is your good friend, the Delta Piper, coming to you from deep in the low country of the Mississippi Delta. I hope you're having a good evening. I'm sitting here on the evening of Good Friday and enjoying some tobacco from my Peterson Emerald P-Lip. This is my first and only P-Lip. I'm still trying to get used to it. And not having the greatest success at the moment. It's a different smoking experience for me, but we will persevere. In it, I'm smoking a mixture that I put together based on one of the favorite blends of Shelby Foote. Now, some of you may remember Shelby Foote was a novelist and historian of the Civil War, originally from Greenville, Mississippi, and lived much of his life in Memphis, Tennessee. Some of you may remember him most of all from his narrations on the Ken Burns documentary of the Civil War, or the War Between the States, or as my kin people are accustomed to calling it, the War of Northern Aggression. But most people remember Shelby Foote from that documentary and his iconic voice and nearly photographic memory as it pertains to the various and sundry battles that took place during that gruesome conflict. But he was a novelist before that. That's what he considered himself, and that is likely why his 3-volume set on the war is such a delightful and easy read. He is one of those writers that I appreciate and admire. And he was a lifelong dedicated pipe smoker. And he really only smoked 2 blends or mixtures his entire life. At one juncture of his life, he preferred a mixture that was basically 2/3 barking dog and 1/3 Edward G. Robinson aromatic mixture. And then at another juncture of his life, he kept the Edward G. Robinson and he substituted the barking dog with, I believe it was half and half. So 2 parts half and half, and 1 part Edward G. Robinson. What I'm having this evening is 2 parts barking dog, 1 part Edward G. Robinson. And it's honestly not bad at all. I could see myself smoking this every day, all day long, if it's all I had to smoke, and enjoying it quite a bit. So I've got some of these mixed up in the cellar, and I've become accustomed to calling the earlier blend the novelist, based on his earlier career, and the later blend the historian. It seems fitting. So mix some of that sometime. Give it a shot. See how you like it. Let's see here. Pretty tasty stuff. But the real reason that I wanted to take time to post a video this evening is this is my first YABO since becoming a presenter on YouTube, and I have been excited about doing this. I am feeding the cellar a little bit, and I thought I would let you see what's going into it. Got my trusty old case knife that my great grandpa gave to me when I was 5 or 6 years old. It's a wonder I hadn't cut my arm off with the thing. All right. The fun thing about this is I don't even remember everything that I ordered. So this will be a surprise for the both of us. Ah, yes. Got another cob from the Missouri Meerschaum Company. I love cobs. I smoke one or two every day. Every morning I start the day with a cob, and I need more. I don't want to have to smoke the same pipe every day. I don't want to risk just burning them to pieces. So I picked up a few more of these. These are so inexpensive. I think these were $5 or $6 a piece, and they're just wonderful little smokers. Now, I know Uncle Willie, just plug your ears. I know you're not a huge fan of those cobs, but I like them just fine. Yeah, here's another of the same thing. Nice black stem, fairly deep bowl. It'll hold some tobacco. And speaking of tobacco, got some Cornell and Deal cross-eyed cricket. Now I've heard about this, but I haven't tried it. This is a base of unsweetened black Cavendish with Turkish, Latakia, and Perique, all enclosed in a light rum punch flavor. English or aromatic, take your pick. And I am a fan of what's often called English aromatics, so this is probably right up my alley. So I have to fight the temptation when I get these new tobaccos in. The idea is to feed the cellar, but I have so many open jars right now because I just like to try everything. It's almost as bad as when I go to the grocery store when I haven't eaten for a while. I'll buy $100 worth of groceries and then bring them home and open the bags, open the cans, open the tins, whatever it is. Taste a little bit of everything that I bought. I don't know. Just a compulsive personality, I suppose. Oh yes, Drucker and Sons Loch Ness, a Scottish crumble plug. Now this sounded quite interesting. I'm a big fan um, of their, what is it? The Merry Monk blend. Of course, GL Peace is the mastermind behind these particular blends at Drucker and Sons. But the Merry Monk is the only one I've tried, and this one sounded great. Here's a bit of the description. Peace says, I blended Loch Ness in the Scottish tradition with a wee twist. Ribbons of small leaf oriental, smoky Cypriot Latakia, and rare Louisiana Perique are added to lemon and matured red Virginia tobaccos. It's pressed and aged in cakes to meld flavors, then cut into blocks. So it's a crumble plug, a Scottish blend, if you will, and it sounds tremendously interesting. What else do we have here? This is another tin. I already have one, and it's about half empty, seersucker from Cornell and Deal. And this one, it's a spicy blend, real robust, with cigar leaf. And I really enjoyed it, so I wanted to have another tin of it on hand. Now this may not be the best one to smoke when you've got company or the lady of the house is present, because the cigar leaf is not, let's just say it doesn't smell like Cult Blood Red Moon, but it tastes wonderful, and I like the strength and punch that it offers. This is another new one for me that I have not tried. Low Country Santee by Cornell and Deal. I've tried a couple others in this series, the Low Country series, and enjoyed those. So I'm trying to just make my way through. And I'm also trying to pick up some blends that sound like they would be good as the weather here in the South heats up and intensifies. Something that's more fruity, lighter in those respects for when it's just too hot to feel oppressed by heavy smelling blends. So looking forward to trying that one. King Stride Warped. Most of these are cigar blends as well. And I don't remember if this one is. Yes, Cigar Leaf, Cavendish, Perique, and Virginia Leaf. And I have enjoyed, what was it? Saint Espresso in the Warped line. It was quite good. Unto the End or Until the End. That was good. So I'm hoping that this will be as good as those are. Some bulk tobacco here. Got a couple ounces of Father Dempsey, and I think it was Professor Jeremiah who was smoking this recently on a video, and I realized that I had never tried any before, so I needed to rectify that. And from what I understand, it's just a good middle of the road English. It smells great. I look forward to trying it. There's a reason many of these have stuck around for years and years, and I suspect that I'll find out why it's the case when I light into that one. Sutliff Mark Twain. I honestly don't remember anything about this mixture. I just bought it because I like Mark Twain. So that may be ridiculous, but on the other hand, I've yet to try a tobacco that I just hated. So worst case scenario, it will just be good. So look forward to trying that one. And McBaron Rustica Ready Rubbed. I got a few ounces of this, a couple ounces rather, in bulk. And I suppose I have to say, I ordered this on the strength of Uncle Willie's recommendation. He's been talking about it for some time now, and it sounds like it'd be good. It sounds nice and strong with a kick. And I've been a tobacco user since I was, 10, 12 years old, chewing tobacco and dipping snuff, stuff like that. You have to pretty much be able to spit 6 feet in order to pass first grade down here in the deep South. So I started pretty early, which means I have a high tolerance for nicotine, which is perhaps a polite way of saying I'm addicted to the stuff and I require a good bit of it. So I am, whenever I watch videos of some of you guys and say, I don't want to smoke this particular blend on an empty stomach, that's the one that I want to order and not eat for 3 days before I smoke it. I really enjoy the nicotine as well as the flavor. So I'm hoping this Rustica has a little kick in that respect, as well as a good strong flavor. Now, this right here may have been, a foolish purchase. This is the first full pound of tobacco I have bought of a particular blend, that is. And it is one that I never hear anyone else talk about. I don't think I've ever heard or at least seen a review on YouTube. This never makes the list, anybody's top 10s or anything like that. But I ordered a 10 a year or so ago, and then another 10, and then a couple of more ounces in bulk, and I just keep smoking them. It tends to be my default blend. When I can't settle on anything else, I just want to smoke, know something that I know I'm going to smoke something that I will enjoy. This is what I've been going for. So I decided to just go ahead and buy a pound of it. And it is Cornell and Deal's Sweet English. And it's just what it sounds like. It is an English blend that adds just a touch of vanilla, maybe caramel, something like that, just to give it a hint of sweetness. You know, I enjoy that sort of thing. If you like English aromatics, or even if you just like a good English, I mean, that's what it tastes like. The sweetness to me is something that is more sensed and felt than tasted, if that makes any sense to you. So you're not going to get like an overwhelming chemically topping flavor from the Sweet English, but definitely try some. And heck, if you want to try some and you just can't afford to get any at this juncture, I understand exactly how that is. Send me an email. I'll send you some. I'd like to promote this unsung blend, as it were. Now, I've decided that I am going to start getting ready to do a giveaway when I reach 100 subscribers. So I'm about halfway there, which has surprised me that anybody cares about listening to me ramble on. I'm about halfway there since starting last week. So if you'd be interested in getting some tobacco blends from me, perhaps not what I've mentioned this evening, but some others that I have that I want to send out, some unopened tins and things of that nature. Help us get to that 100 subscriber mark. And once we hit that first milestone, we're going to start sending out tobacco right and left. And this is anywhere in the United States. I can't send it overseas for cost reasons. And then, of course, there are some states here in the U.S. to which I'm not supposed to send it. But I tell you what, if you live in one of those states and you're interested in it, and we get to 100 subscribers and you win, I'll send it to you, and I don't care if it hair lips the devil. So that's my first YABO. Thank you for stopping by. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Get us to 100 subscribers so I can send you some stuff from my own cellar. Until next time, keep those bowls warm. From the Delta Piper.